Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Life of Tea. Today we are heading to Budapest and we are going to see if 24 hours are enough to see Budapest. We flew from East Midlands Airport, which is quite a small airport, and security didn't take us too long. We were through security within like 10 minutes, spent our time in duty free, got our Starbucks, and then when our flight was ready, we made our way towards the flight. The flight took us around 2.5 hours. Finally made it to Budapest!
Approximately 10 hours later.
10 hours later. After going through passport control in Budapest airport, we finally made our way outside to get a bus to our hotel. The tickets were around £2 per person, which is not bad at all. Journey time was around 20 minutes to our hotel. We finally reached our hotel at around 11 o'clock at night. So we went to sleep. After sleeping for a couple of hours, we woke up at 4 o'clock in the morning and got a tram. We got to see this beautiful sunrise in Budapest. It was surreal. We would definitely recommend waking up early in the morning and catching a sunrise in Budapest. After getting off our tram, we still had to do a lot of walking before our first tourist destination, but again we really enjoyed doing this because the streets were pretty much empty. You could literally, to the point you could hear woodpeckers. We got to see some architecture, great architecture on the streets while walking to our destination, and even caught some Instagram spots where you could take some nice pictures. Finally made it to our first tourist destination, which is Fishermans Bastion. Great views from up here, so you can still see sort of the sun coming up. Absolutely beautiful. After spending an hour and a half in Fisherman's Bastion, we made our way out and we come across these really pretty streets with these colourful houses. Really reminded me of Prague. Again, very quiet because it's so early in the morning. And then after looking at these streets, we finally made our way down to get another tram, but this time to get some breakfast. So this was around sort of 7 o'clock in the morning. Our plan was to have breakfast at this Parisi Passage place. It looked absolutely stunning inside. Again, the architecture was just so stunning. I really was looking forward to having breakfast here, and then we find out that they don't do breakfast anymore. It's just buffet. Anyway, we found another spot, had to wait another 1 hour for this restaurant to open, but we finally got some breakfast, pancakes, scrambled egg on toast, really yummy. After eating some breakfast, we made our way back outside and went to the closest tram station and got 24-hour pass. Again, it was so cheap, worked out around £3 per person, not bad at all. Got a tram to our next destination, which is the thermal baths, the famous Budapest thermal baths. So we made our way to this destination, but again, because it was so early in the morning, it was closed. We had to wait around 40 minutes for it to open. We walked around, saw some beautiful sights, and then as soon as it was 10 o'clock, we made our way back to the thermal baths, and we had a look around. Now, just some things to remember. You're not allowed to go inside the thermal baths area unless you buy a ticket to actually use the thermal baths. Now, in this occasion, we didn't want to use the thermal baths. Firstly, because we didn't have much time, and secondly, we forgot to bring our towels and stuff. Typical. But yes, we went inside and we sort of got a glimpse of the thermal baths, and they looked stunning. If we had more time on our hand, we would have definitely been happy to spend a day here. It looked so nice, and I really do wish that we did get to spend more time in this place. After looking at the famous thermal pools, we went to a local market. This was actually quite close to our hotel, quite close to central Budapest. And this is a smaller market compared to the other ones in Budapest. But like I said, as this was the closest one, we decided to visit this market. We always like to visit a market when we're away on a holiday because it really gives us a feel of the culture, the people. We get to see some fresh fruit and vegetables and even taste some. And also get to do some bargaining skills in some places. So do check it out if you're interested. After this, we went to the Budapest Parliament building. You cannot leave Budapest without actually getting to see the Parliament building. What we did is we started our walk on the opposite side of the Parliament building, and then we walked along the river to the other side to get closer to the building. And along the way we got some spots like these photo spots. We also got to see some sitting down areas, so you can see them benches along the river. And we also come across this very unusual boat. It's actually called a bus boat. I've never seen one before. Let me know if you've ever seen one before in the comments down below. Really interesting. Anyway, we saw the Parliament building up close, which was really nice. We sat down on a bench, caught a breath, enjoyed the scenery, and we could actually catch a glimpse of Fishermans Bastion from here, which is the very first place we went earlier this morning. So that is it. We have now done everything we had on our list in Budapest. We got lunch at a close by place called Haldi. They were selling some halal food there, and then we got our tram to a close by train station because we are actually traveling by train to our next destination, our next country. Overall, I do not feel 24 hours are enough to visit Budapest. Let me know what your thoughts are on this, or if you've done Budapest in 24 hours. But as always, thank you for watching, and do remember to like and subscribe to my video if you enjoyed watching.